Okay, so the next thing we want to talk about in the series of videos here is going to be something called the pit. What the hell is the pit? So the pit is kind of like an endless scaling dungeon. That's probably the best way to look at it. It's a dungeon that just has a million floors, and the way you progress through it isn't floor by floor, because I think there's like infinite. It's through how much you kill and how fast you kill and that type of thing. So what you'll do is you'll enter this area. You come to a certain town and you enter this little pillar thing and you kind of like manipulate the difficulty you want it to be, and then you go in. A lot of this game is like scaling difficulty that you can control. You can figure out how strong you want it to be or how strong you think you are. If you want to challenge yourself a little bit, you crank it up. If you want to make it nice and easy, you keep it low. Really, really straightforward. If you look closely, there's a timer and this bar thing that's going. It's a little hourglass. And it's a timer that's going down as this progresses. So you start to get under the gun a little bit as you do these. And again, it's a time-based run, it's a kill-based run. The faster you kill, the more progress you get. So I'm just going to do like a quick little buzz through while we're talking about them. What's really cool about the pit is it has like a flow, you know? You just enter the room, you do nothing but killing. Not to be kind of like mindless killing machines, but like it's kind of the mindless killing machine attitude if you want it to be. If you want to go full challenge mode, feel free to crank up the difficulty and lose your mind. But sometimes I just like to speed run stuff, make you feel strong, that kind of thing. I like it. We might actually be able to beat this pretty quick. That would be really cool, actually. Let's see if we can do that while we're talking about them. So again, the way I describe the pit is kind of this like endless dungeon that it's more based on killing than completing tasks. You just kill a lot of baddies and you will progress in the dungeon. Towards the end of it, I'm hoping we can get there pretty quick. It'll spawn a boss, and you fight the boss, you beat the match. It's as simple as that. And you can see, it's kind of just a fluid thing. I'm just walking across, I'm not really aiming towards anything. I'm just walking around, finding baddies, and fighting them. And then that's it. As soon as I bump into a portal, I'm just going to go through it. The portal just brings me to another floor. This video is going to be a little bit longer than the others, but that's just because we're kind of like speed running this thing. And it's going to take a few minutes. I didn't want it to be this long. My character's not that fast. But those are things to keep in mind. Like maybe you want to speed run these matches. Maybe you want to... I mentioned challenging yourself earlier. Those are not usually going to be speed runs. That's usually going to be really, really tough for you. Usually people call it pushing versus speed runs. So if you want to push difficulties, you're not going to be completing these levels very fast. If you want to speed run, the goal is to beat it in less than, a few minutes. So right now I'm right on the line. Like this is outside of the speed run realm. I'm getting close to 3 minutes. Usually like 1 to 3 was kind of like the mentality. 1 minute is not really a thing in this game, I don't think, unless you're like a really, 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 really fast build. But I'm pushing like 3 to 4 minutes, which isn't bad. See how fast I can kill the boss. Where did they go? Come on. Alright, so this was about a 5-minute video because it was about a 4.5-minute run, so I'm sorry to take up so much time, but that's the pit. The pit is this endless scaling dungeon. After you kill a bunch of baddies, you'll go fight a boss. It's really, really satisfying. You get very unique rewards that you can use to craft your gear in a certain way. I'm not going to deep dive into that right now, but it's very, very useful, and it is something you will find yourself grinding out, whether it's just for fun, because it's so freaking satisfying, or because you want to farm that special gear, materials for your gear that we were just talking about. So that's the pit. It's pretty badass. It's a ton of fun, and highly suggested.